FlipinBean and the wife. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start a new type of series. My wife, Tina, do you know a lot about knives?
I know how to cut my finger with them.
Okay, she doesn't know dick on knives, all right? Just to be honest. I obviously have been a little more of a subject matter expert in the situation. So what we're gonna do is, I think the industry needs an injection of some objectivity, specifically with the review crowd, and the reason that's gonna be is because it brings honesty and opens up the market. I mean, you sell stuff. Would you prefer a bias or objective market?
I prefer an objective market.
And why is that?
What do you mean? I don't know. It's just common sense.
Well, true, okay. So you don't want to be pandered to, basically.
No. I don't want to hear what experts have to say about something because they're an expert in that opinion. I want to hear what somebody who has nothing to say that this is really cool or this really sucks.
So the thing with knives nowadays, I've seen a lot of people pandering. What we're going to do is we're going to just open up some honest discussions on some pieces. They're not always going to be favorites. They're not always going to be awesome. I'm not going to always like them. She's not going to always like them. This is going to be the start of it. We haven't figured out our name yet, but we're going to go. We're going to start, figuring out some stuff. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. You can follow the wife. We haven't figured out if we want to start an Instagram for her specifically, or do you want to put your personal Instagram out there?
My personal Instagram is no longer private.
Okay.
It's public now.
So just, you can tell them?
Yeah.
So you can go to tacos_yoga, or is it tacos and yoga?
I don't remember if there's underscores. I can't even think about that right now. My phone's charging.
My phone's over to whatever the fuck. Alright, so the first knife of the series, I think I wanted to revisit, was the James brand. And for those that don't remember, the James brand, I did it a while back, I want to say over a year, 2 years, maybe 2 years ago. I'm not going to talk about anything just yet. I'm going to turn it over to the wife. I'm going to ask her some questions. We're going to see what the blind objectivity of a educated market, naive market.
Naive. I'm cool with that.
Or not even naive. It would be, what was it? Ignorant.
Ignorant.
It's not a bad word. It's you were not educated on it.
No, people that use ignorant in a bad way don't know how to use the word.
Okay, so tell me.
That's the pretty one.
Yeah, tell me what you think about this. This is from the James brand. We'll talk about the price afterwards.
Okay.
So go ahead. Tell me what you think specifically about that knife. And mind you, I want to keep it around this area right now because we're zoomed in. So, James brand, what do you think on the, we'll say the size ratio first.
I like it because it fits my hand.
Okay.
I've held some of yours that are a lot bigger. This one fits my hand. I like the size. It's perfect for me.
So as you've heard, I have it a lot bigger than hers. So,
smart.
with that, so you like the size ratio.
Yes, I do.
Now, with this one, has a coating. How do you feel about the coating aspects?
You mean like the finish?
Yeah, the finish.
I like it. It's got like that satiny, I don't know, it's smooth.
The feel satiny?
It's kind of satiny feel. It's smooth. It's very sleek. It's very modern and sleek looking to me.
Okay.
I do like that. It's all black. I like that that's black because I know that some are like all different colors, but it's all the same color. With the little logo, I'm assuming that's what that is.
That's her logo.
And I like the green part because I love the color green.
Okay.
And it makes it stand out. It makes it pop.
So how do you feel about the usability of a knife of this size?
Am I stabbing somebody with it?
Well, no, like in just a general use of a knife. I mean,
well, is it going to cut my steak when I go out to dinner?
I mean, tell me what you think. Let's see, open it up. Now, mind you, she sucks when it comes to opening knives.
Oh yeah, I used to have long nails, and I
doesn't have long nails.
Don't have long nails anymore, so I can actually get the damn things open.
So, with that being said, so you like the size, you like the feel, the opening. When you open it, knowing that you have issues with opening knives, do you feel like it was an intuitive way to open it?
It's very easy to open for me. I think a lot of that has to do with the size. Because I can slowly flick it and I don't have to move my hand around a lot to get my thumb all the way up here.
Okay.
There's some that, I mean, if this was a lot bigger, I mean, it would be hard to get my thumb to open it all the way. The range of motion is very smooth for my thumb, and where my hand can stay behind it in a nice position, and I just don't have to, I'm trying to know what the word I'm thinking of is, just, I don't have to jump around with my fingers a lot. Yeah, I don't have to do that with this. It's nice. Okay. It's simple.
So the blade is a S35VN. For the people who don't know, it's a standard stainless that's starting to come out of China. It's starting to go into a lot of blades. A lot of the Ramon Chavez knives have it. A lot of the knives from Riate, Leon Ma. I mean, I could keep naming brands that are using S35VN. Part of it's because it's stainless. The other part of it, if you know, being from China, this knife is designed and American owned, but being from China, it allows for a cheaper price point. And this is the flagship model revisited by the company, the James brand. The James brand is a we'll say modern EDC-ish kind of. They're not trying to be the super tactical, stab them in the face, Monster Hunter 5000 knives. It's a good knife. These are for like guys who are just want to carry a knife that's not going to seem. They're out of Oregon, so they don't want to seem like they're not. You wouldn't feel threatened by this, would you?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. It's on bearings. That's why it's so. It's got that opening action that you talked about. How it's easy for you. Mm-hmm. So it's rather be in washers or bushings. We'll get onto that later. You got DLC coating. The DLC's actually been stonewashed. So you see how it's got that slight gray marked look. If you get really close in there, you can see those like little markings.
Okay.
That hit pop on the corners, like the little bright spots.
Right.
That's actually what they stick it in, and they do that. Give me a second, people. Let me make sure.
I don't know why you're telling them to give you a second. You're
Okay, so I wanted to make sure that. So, the blade comes in. I got my calipers out. The blade comes in.
Ooh, professional-like.
Yep. Hold on. I forgot to loosen my calipers, like a jackass. Okay, the blade comes in from a stop pin where it makes contact. Come on, damn it.
You weren't prepared for this at
I
all.
was not prepared for this. Plus, I'm not used to doing this with his hand. All right. At a whopping 3.13 inches.
Okay.
Okay.
You got a little sticker.
You have that bright accented anodized thumb stud. You got a very deep pocket clip. So normally, some of my knives will stick out like about an inch to quarter inch on top.
Okay.
This one will go just about to where it's hidden in the pocket, where it's almost almost exclusive. Now, mind you, for females, you guys don't really have pockets.
No, not really.
Your pockets are like suggestions.
It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
So, with that being said, we got an S35 Leonte. Now, I will say this.
Wait, back pockets.
The price point on a piece like this, originally, they were like 3 something.
That's not bad.
No, they actually changed.
That's not bad.
I had it down on my phone.
I would carry this. I would actually carry. You might not see this for a while.
Well, that happens. I have to share. The knives are kind of like a what do they call it? Community property. Yeah.
This might end up in my purse. I like this one.
The James Brand chapter, because that is the chapter, and then like I said, it's a reiteration of their original knife, their flagship model. From them, it's $295.
That's awesome.
Remember there were like $350 from the beginning, but hold on one second.
That's sharp.
Well, yeah, it's got a hollow ground. It's got a decent size to it. I would say it's a great EDC knife. At Blade HQ, because people love. I want to let you guys know this. This is Ben approved. You got finger length, Ben approved. So Ben over at Blade HQ, he loves that. He likes to have his knives about as long as his finger.
Really?
Well, because if you can get behind it, think about this. I can put some leverage in there and really do fine work.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Or I can pinch the blade and really pop in there. So yeah, the Blade HQ is pushing these at about $295 as well. So they're getting a pretty decent MSRP. It's titanium frame lock, DLC coated with the S35 VM blade and the accented thumb stud. Comes in serrated, not serrated, tantos, and DLC'd and undLC'd satin. So there's like you can match your knife to to your wear of the day.
Sweet. So I could get this in like purple or blue.
No. I'm pretty sure James Brand, if you guys are watching, my wife wants a purple or blue one. So if you come out with the anodized thumb stud, I mean,
trust me, I like the green one. Green is my favorite color. Purple is my next favorite color. So.
And it matches your chakra. So
yeah, I need all
with that
the
being
colors.
said, do you think the James Brand measures up for you?
Yeah, I do.
So,
I think it's a beautiful knife. I think it's very modern looking.
Okay.
It's very sleek. It fits my hand well, so I mean it'd be good for a woman.
So now my question
or a man with really small hands.
with the stigma on Chinese knives, because I've told you some of the stigmas when it comes to Chinese knives. Would you still promote it with? I mean, granted, it's an American-owned company, and they're starting to figure out ways to manufacture over here.
Right.
But you, owning a business, already understand what it's like to deal with American-made.
To deal with product from another country versus the product from America.
Yes.
And I think that product everywhere has its flaws, and you're going to see flaws with everything. I think that if it was more American-made, they'd have a little more. Ideally, they'd have more control over the product.
Okay.
It doesn't turn me off to it because I have it in my hands,
Okay.
and I can see that it's well made. I can see that it's going to last a while.
I mean,
it's not a $10 knife off of Wish.
Or
it's,
an MTech we saw at
at the swap meet.
The swap meet,
yeah,
yes.
God, yeah.
Now, mind you, this is only held together by three screws.
Mm-hmm.
You have a very open flow design, so it's easy to clean out. It's on bearings, so cleaning it should be fairly easy.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, centering it when putting it back together should be fairly easy as well for those people who like to take apart their knives.
Like you.
It soothes me. With that being said, with that, the $295 price point, as a wife, would you get pissed off if I spent that? Mind you, if we had all of our bills in order. We do have our bills in order, don't get me wrong, we have a system, but take into effect...
I'm the system.
Take into effect that wives can be very, some guys like to hide knives.
Well, you do like to have the mortgage paid before you go spend money.
Well,
on
let's say you
stuff.
have said $300 burning in my pocket that I could spend on anything, and would you get mad if I spent it on that?
No, not at
Okay.
all. I think and you're talking to somebody who's never, not till recently, spent any money on a knife. Look at our kitchen.
We'll get into my wife's. We'll do a video one day on her growing collection. She's got some pieces from some prolific makers that she just bought because she liked the guy.
That's true. I liked the person and I liked the knife, the way it looked. And
so
it just
like
happened
I said, she bought it based on her
I just
bias.
happen to have good taste.
So I
married you.
So now with that being said, this is true. With that being said, people, I'm not educating my wife on this. So throughout the series, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start seeing an organic bias and organic growth of the
so pretty.
of her
I'm sorry.
tastes.
My bad.
We're gonna see an organic growth of tastes, education, and I'm gonna start letting her make those. Like I tell her all the time, she's like, "Oh, what about this knife?" I don't know. You tell me. I don't tell you to buy a knife. You tell me.
Oh yeah, that's true. That or I just steal yours. The ones I like. Cause, some of them I can't open.
That's why I got a Sabenza without. That's way too big for you.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even want to try that right now.
So yeah, so we got some other stuff coming up pretty soon in the next couple weeks. We're gonna see some Heretic.
That just goes to show that size bigger is not always better.
Whatever, because I'm 5'5". Anyways, so we're gonna respect me. Anyways, no, we're gonna start seeing some stuff. I got some Heretic autos we're gonna be doing. We are gonna cover Chris Reeves to show her that kind of standard when it comes to
who.
This is Chris Reeves.
You said Reeves, and all I'm thinking about is like
what, like Superman?
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
It's not like you stand up for it.
That's how. Oh. But I'm
too soon.
So what was this for?
Also I wanted.
Lost over that.
Also, what I wanted to show you guys is because you're a woman.
Really?
You felt my pants when I've taken them off and I left shitting in them.
Oh my gosh.
This knife weighs in at a whopping 3.1 ounces.
That's
the 3 ounces. 3 ounces even. I don't know if the camera can see that. Hold on, let me see. Let's see if I can get that.
Now it's gonna make you lie.
3 ounces. 3 ounces even. Pick it up. Whopping 3 ounces even. So at a whopping 3 ounces, you know how you guys.
It's interesting how heavy 3 ounces feels.
Well,
No, I mean, there's a joke in there somewhere.
There's this joke in there.
Okay.
I came up short.
Oh, but thank you.
But coming at the sub $300 high 2 plus, She recommends it. It's wife approved.
Yeah.
Me
It's legit.
personally, I think it has its place. I think it's a good little knife. They've taken a lot of criticisms, but at the same time, the company when they first came out, they did everything on washers. They did a D2 blade steel. D2 for some of the serious knife collectors, they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay $300 for D2. They want to pay for S30. They want to pay for high-end stainless. It's going to keep its edge. It's going to be flippy. It's going to be. I can sit here all day and just pop it open.
Show off.
No, I'm saying that's like one of those things. You've heard me sit there at the couch and play with a knife.
Yes.
So we're gonna see some stuff coming in. I got some ideas. We might be seeing a Jim Skelton blade. We might be seeing a couple other places, some Jesse Giroux, some of his new stuff. I've been working some ideas. I want to see the knife market break out of this stagnation that is going through right now. You've heard me talk about it, about the way the market's being flooded, about shitty people who just see the money that's coming in, they jump on it. We're going to talk about people who just throw some Mac trails, otherwise Damascus. You like Damascus.
Oh, hell yeah.
But the problem is guys are using it as a blanket to hide the actual design of the knife. So like, it would be like giving you a necklace with 9,000 pendants and no actual like necklace to it. It's all string and just like a bunch of.
That would be ugly.
It would be ugly. See, that's the thing. It's all flash. There's no balance, and you know about balance.
Sure.
So with that, see, I'm a jackass. She's gonna kill me. So with that being said.
Can you please not scratch my knife? I'd appreciate it.
Oh shit! See, it's already been claimed. Guys, the James Wren, it's already been claimed.
So what do you think about this? Since you want my ignorant opinion on knives.
Yeah, my opinion is it has its place. It's a good blade. It's a good blade steel. It's a good handle material. Titanium's. You already seen most of my knives have titanium. Mm-hmm. It's a standard. Spring steel pocket clip with a really good retention. It slides in, slides out. It holds really well. It's got a low rise pocket clip. There are some people who have issues with the aesthetics of this, which I understand. I think I think it reminds me of like a Frank Lloyd Wright house in the sense of like all the right angles.
That's pretty awesome.
Not everybody's gonna like it. Taste is subjective.
Right.
So a lot of times I've been asking myself, is my bias subjective of the design? Or subjective of the person behind the design. There are people, you've already heard me voice my opinion on them very fluidly. Balzano. I wouldn't buy a knife even if he made it out of fucking pure gold. I wouldn't give a shit. The man is a fucking shiesty person. But with that being said, that's my bias against him in total. But as a knife, is my bias on the design, or is my bias, is it a taste issue, or is it a design issue? And for me, I feel the design is there. It has its place. It's that sub, little tiny 3-inch knife right here. We got a 3-inch knife at, sub $300. I feel, in the market, it's definitely filled a hole that people like.
Yeah. It's definitely filled the hole in my purse where it's going to rest. Mm-hmm. So it's going to cut my steak when I go to dinner. And then if somebody gets froggy with me, they can get stabbed very easily with that because I can actually open it very quickly. Unlike those big ass fucking knives.
Yep. So with that being said, it's wife approved. Yep. I approve it. Like I said, there's gonna be some. I'm always gonna point out some points in there that people aren't gonna like, and some even the makers aren't gonna like themselves. Like I said, there are people they're growing to this, but there's also some people who just won't touch it because of that initial run of D2. It happens. But they've taken the suggestions of the D2. They've upped the S35VN. They've upped put it on bearings, which definitely flows so much better. And it doesn't have any centering issues. And, overall, I think I'm good. Fantastic?
Legit.
All right. With that being said, you guys stay good. We'll be posting up I'm going to try once a week. I have not put up a schedule yet, but you're going to start seeing things once a week. We're going to see pictures, videos, and so on and so forth. With everything being said, you guys have a great night. Be safe.
You might not see this knife again.
And with that being, for the wife, I guess, keep your life balanced.
There you go. I do like this knife a lot.